would you tell us the truth about Bob Fredericks?
True. Absolutely true.
How about Howard Asher?
True.
Eric.
So I was hoping you could help me get comfortable on camera so I'll be ready when he gives me my assignment. You know, Rose, that's not a bad idea. This'll be the camera. And let me see interview Dorothy.
Oh, more about. In Sicily, Florida, bed is a treat. It means half your family is on vacation. I slept with my two brothers until I was 17. I was engaged to one for a very short period of time. But that's a separate story.
They caught him on a billboard spray painting something obscene on Spuds MacKenzie.
The dog they use in those ads is really a female. Rocco was just making Spuds anatomically correct.
Ma, I'm telling you, the man is bad news. He has no...
3. Then I have a retirement account that's about $4,000.
Okay, I can borrow on my life insurance. That should bring us close, huh?
Then it's settled. We're going to call Sid and tell him to go ahead with a new roof.
Okay.
Oh, Ma, you will not believe cheerful demeanor that we are talking to a new hospital administrator.
Not even close.
Well, what'd you do, take an antidepressant?
Oh, don't be silly. But I was depressed, incredibly depressed. I didn't know which way to turn or where to go. So I stopped in at the coffee shop at the Fountain Rock for a root beer float to make me shut up and drink.
This is the 4th one, Ma. That's a lot of whiskey.
I only put whiskey in the first one, then we ran out.
Oh.
The second and third were vodka.
No wonder my head is spinning.
This one's part amaretto, part sambuca. That should kill everything.
You think I'm happy about being arrested? Do you think I'm happy about missing Mr. Burt Reynolds? You think I'm happy about being locked up here with all this common gutter trash? What did you just say? How cute earrings. Nobody calls me names. Come on, let's go. I'll let you have the first punch.
Sophia! Well, where'd she go? The wedding's about to start. Is that you, Sophia?
No, it's Merlin Olsen. I'm watering my forget-me-not bouquet.
Honey, we've come to help you get ready.
The wedding is off.
You miserable, low-down piece of Yankee slime.
Blanche, I sense some hostility towards me.
How'd you like to sense a coconut upside your head?
Blanche, get a hold of yourself.
I don't want to get a hold of myself. They invite us to go out on a boat, then they sail us right out in the middle of a storm. We end up shipwrecked on the...
Either way, I'm glad she's out of the house. Now sit back and listen. I got a jerk story.
Okay.
Picture it. Brooklyn, 1948. My friend's son was helping me out around the house. I was expecting Dorothy home from the library any minute.
I finished stacking those crates for you, Mrs. Petrella.
Fine wide and never lose heart, for I know one day my prince will come.
Now, what was that supposed to mean?
I wasn't paying close attention, but from what I could make of it, she's going to sleep with that little black guy Prince.
The woods did once when I was a young'un.
I mean, besides using phrases like neck of the woods and young'un?
They burned books. The townspeople made a big pile of them out in front of the library, and they threw a torch on top. Only Big Daddy was outraged. He fought his way through that crowd, clawed his way to the top of that...
About taking up sculpting.
Really, Doc?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said you'd like to help him mold his clay or buff his marble anytime.
Rose, you're such a kidder.
What is sex?
And tell the dirtbag he can come.
Forget it, Mom. I can just as easily limbo down the aisle.
Relax, honey, relax. I just want to get it all out of my system before he gets here. Now go ahead, call him.
I'll call him. You talk to him.
Oh, well, all right. If I can get through an entire wedding with him, I should be able to handle this. Is that a legal serve?
Everybody seems to be having such a good time.
You know, the more you stare at everyone, the more natural it seems.
Yes, I have been thinking exactly the same thing. Hey, why don't we just put our inhibition...
That lighthearted laughter, that devil-may-care attitude.
Sophia, when was Dorothy ever like that?
Never. I've been asking her these questions since she's 12.
Dorothy, you can't help it if you're dull and boring. God did that to give the world some variety. Otherwise, everybody'd be just like me.
Well, the town would have gone under if Oslo's most famous hairstylist, Vidal Sasbogadottir, hadn't relocated his shop in St. Olaf because of our more favorable tax laws. Now, you see why I don't like plastic surgery?
A jerk.
Thanks, Ma. Thanks. That really makes me feel a lot better.
Don't get smart with your mother. Listen, Dorothy, I love you dearly, but you're not the first woman to be dumped by her husband.
Oh, Ma, it's not what he did. I mean, I've learned to live with that. It's the way he did it. The least he could have done was...
Good old Mel, the only person I can always count on. Dear Blanche, when I heard of your death, it made me realize you don't know what you have till you've lost it. So I'm back with my ex-wife, Love Mel. Now that
Joke like we did in high school.
some of the things we did in high school are not necessarily appropriate when we're adults. Like staying up all night, carousing around, dating every other man you meet.
I'm losing credibility here, aren't I?
Come on, Big Daddy, sit down here on the sofa betwixt us.
Betwixt?
See, that's another word you don't know. You probably don't even know the thrice of them are sitting on the couch together.
Big Daddy, what's this surprise now? Tell me before I burst.
Nobody here speaks Spanish, Stan.
Stan, what are you talking about?
Oh, I get it. Play dumb. I can play dumb.
Play? You could manage the team.
Just tell me where Ted is. Is he still asleep?
Stan, it's not what you think.
Hey, I read you, baby.
Give those two a piece of my mind.
Blanche, listen, if you go over there angry, you're just going to make things worse.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have to say what I feel.
I have to say what I feel. I have to say what I feel.
Maya?
And when I make a run for it, he'll riddle my body with bullets. Oh, please don't let them take me downtown. I want to live.
You're not very good in a crisis, are you, Ray?
Dorothy, what are we gonna do?
We'll simply have to explain that this is all a terrible mistake. Officer. Your kidney?
My kidney.
Why would she need a kidney?
To feed the cat, Rose!
Fat, she was thin. He was neat, she was sloppy. He was tall, she was short. He was cheap, she was extravagant. He was
Opposites. We get the picture.
Well, anyway, I'll never forget the time they sang.
Wants to know if you'd mind if this little boy goes ahead of you.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, no. You need to see a doctor just as much as me. I'll wait my turn.
No, kid. It's your turn. I don't need to see a doctor. You were right, Dorothy. I was faking.
Sophia, I'm shocked.
I cannot believe you called the city after I specifically asked you not to.
Well, I couldn't just sit there and be party to a lie.
Oh, Rose, come on. There are times it's all right to lie. Dorothy will back me up on this, right, Dorothy?
No, it is not right to lie. Anybody got a bobby pin?
Look, Rose, I have calculated the cost of this hot tub right down to the last penny.
Baguettes?
No, they're little pieces of potato.
He hid the ring in the potato.
Honey, if this is what you want, we couldn't be happier.
Oh, my goodness, no. A promotion at the museum.
Oh, no, didn't I tell you that position was filled?
Oh, you're kidding.
Well, the museum director gave it to Sally Fulkerson. The money I spent on tuition, she spent on a tummy tuck and a butt lift.
Blanche, I hope you're not discouraged.
Oh, not one bit. My time will come. One day her butt will...
Don't knock the novelty business, Snookums. Rubber dog poop and joy buzzers provided very nicely for you, the two kids.
And several stewardesses. Stewardesses.
They adopted them. After Asian babies, they're the most popular.
I can't believe it. Raymond called. He's got the flu and he can't take me to the big Valentine's Day dance. Oh, I guess I'll be keeping you company, Dorothy.
Why do you automatically assume that I don't have a date?
She assumes there are 7 days in a week.
Have another piece of chocolate, Ma. The doctor didn't know what...
He's always so guilty, he ends up giving the really expensive gifts to the wife.
Look, I didn't choose for things to happen this way. I tried to do the right thing, but the right thing was not right for me. I'm in love. And if there are sacrifices that have to be made, I can accept them. I'm happy. And that's what matters.
Blanche, when you come back from a walk along the beach, you spend an hour shaking the sand out of your underalls.
Just exactly what do you mean by that?
I mean that Blanche Devereaux does not stay out all night with a man just to go walking along the beach.
Well, never before, that's true, but as Beauregard Jefferson kindly pointed out on my 16th birthday, there's a first time for everything.
Scare you at any age. And at any age, the loving would make it worthwhile. You want a safe, easy, comfortable home life and romance and excitement on the side, and it's not for me.
Dorothy, please think about what you're throwing away.
If I stay, I am throwing away my
Oxen, for God's sake. I mean, what made him think he could carry a TV?
You know how pig-headed the Germans are.
Oh, Jake, you're never going to leave my side. In fact, I'll get you a job with me at the hospital. Oh, they have a program where animals come and visit the elderly.
You watch your tongue, Missy.
I'm sorry, Daddy, but that woman is much too young for you. Well, she's practically my age.
I'm not ashamed to be in love with a younger woman.
Why'd you keep it a secret?
It's not a secret. I didn't think age mattered to you. It doesn't matter to either one of us.
Oh, Daddy, what you're doing is wrong. You're just making a fool of yourself. Changed my mind. I decided too many people would recognize it. It is such a stunning shade of green.
The only thing they'll remember is the way you fall out of it.
Oh, Sophia!
If you ask people the color, half of them would say flesh tone.
Blanche, forgive her. Ma's a little irritable today. She doesn't have a date for the banquet.
I'm just being picky. The banquet dinner's a big deal. I don't want to go with just anyone.
Become the dumper before you become the dumpee.
You're right. I'm going to get rid of him just the way Paul Bennington got rid of me, the way Steve Mendelbaum got rid of me, the way Tom Collins...
We'll be here all afternoon. Can you just open the door?
Right. The man is history.
Hi, Dorothy.
His name, but I'll give you a clue. I know what the F stands for in William F. Buckley.
Does someone want to drive me to the hospital?
Your appointment's not for 3 hours.
Well, I'd like to get there early. But if you don't want to take me, I'll go without you. I might as well get used to being by myself. Some very distressing news. Sophia's been pilfering cheese balls. What? This morning I made 48 cheese balls. There are now 26.
24.
You didn't have to do that.
Hope you like it. It's very popular in Minnesota. It's a maple syrup, honey, brown sugar, molasses, Rice Krispie law. One for each of you.
How sweet. How incredibly sweet.
Come on now, we've got to get you two sick.
A lot.
Well, then why don't you go to the hospital?
Because when he got sick, it scared the hell out of me.
And you did what you always do. You ran. Blanche, it's time to stop running.
You really think so?
Absolutely.
You're right. I will. Oh, Dorothy, you...
A pig, a duck, a horse, a pencil sharpener. Blanche, jump in, I'm drowning.
Sonia Klingenhofer is a comic strip.
And a darn good one, too. Well, good night.
Both of you come back here, or I'll be forced to follow you to your room.
Back tomorrow. All I know is, girls, I'm in a no-win situation here. I lose a sister or a kidney. Either way, no matter what I do, I'm gonna lose something.
What would you do?
For my children, I wouldn't even have to... you can put the luggage right... There would be fine, too.
Girls, this room looks nothing like the pictures in the brochure.
Oh, this room isn't good enough for you? Well, not for $100 a night.
A puppy.
You know, Sophia, actually, you're pretty straightforward.
It's a gift. So tomorrow at 9 o'clock, I'll go to work with you. We'll take care of it.
Oh, thank you, Sophia.
You're welcome, Pussycat.
I'm not Dorothy.
From now on, I'm calling everybody Pussycat. It's cheaper than buying new glasses.
Frankly, Rose, I think you're just rushing things. But I don't know, maybe it's better to live with Buddy than to just charge full steam ahead and marry him.
No, it isn't. This is morally wrong. It is ethically offensive. It's an out-and-out sin.
Stan, you're wearing my robe. Tell me about it. Which one of Stan's angels forgot to pick up my dry cleaning? Oh, well, cheesecake. I just love it when we all get together like this.
With you two. But you just, I don't know what to say.
Well, whatever you decide, make sure you start with Aunt Dorothy.
Wait a minute, wait! What?
Ran into a tropical storm, so we had to turn around and come back.
And the plane was entirely full of bald men.
They were all former Mr. Cleans on their way to a reunion in the Bahamas.
So, tell us about the cooking contest.
The competition was fierce. It came down to my muscles.
Elvis would never have left this much meat on a pork chop.
Dorothy, you're out of the club. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, ladies. See you next week.
Josie, you're the prettiest girl in the county.
Shut up! Go on, Biff.
I need your answer now, Josie. What's it going to be?
I want you to take me, Biff.
Hey, I thought we agreed we weren't going to talk about the children.
Promise I'm going to see that you keep. Are you all right?
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Dorothy. I don't know what to say.
Honey, I'm fine.
You know, until I...
Date.
Well, we didn't. But it wasn't because I didn't try. Oh. I can still remember the night of the big rally before the homecoming game. Oh, there stood Ham, just handsome as ever. I walked over to him and asked him the one question that had been burning on my tongue for the last 4 years. Ham...
Sleeps only in the daytime.
I know, and then at sunset she makes a big pot of coffee and sits up all night with that gun.
It's better than having that dog. As long as she doesn't wet the floor.
It is so good to see you. Everybody, Michael is here.
Look, Rose, it's Michael.
I'm not falling for that again.
Hi, Blanche, Rose. Oh, Grandma, you look more beautiful than ever.
Relax, you're already in the will. Now come give me a hug.
I promised you'd go.
I know that's what I said, and all I can say now is tough. I'm not getting on that plane, and you can't make me.
Well, then I'm not going either.
Oh, I don't believe my ears. Girls, the entire purpose of this trip is to conquer our fears. Why, if we
Spill the beans, I'll give you my most prized possession.
Oh, no, Rose, I couldn't do that. I couldn't accept your favorite album, Hans Klebner Meyer Yodel's Beethoven. No, thank you anyway, Rose. Actually, I am going to tell you what I'm getting Ma because I need your help. Wait.
It's me, and I love her, and we want to get married.
I'm sorry, Daddy. Seems like every time I'm trying to help you, it just turns out you don't need me.
No, that's not true. The reason Margaret and I came down here in the first place is because we do need you. We need your blessing on our marriage.
Anyway, everybody in the village hated Ingmar. So we grabbed our torches and climbed the hill to his castle and pounded on the great oak door, but there was no answer. So
I guess I'm all right. I mean, I threw my party because I wanted romance and excitement and moonlight madness, and that's what I got. I got it all with an English accent. And I didn't have to compromise my virtue. I feel like a lady again. And to tell you the truth, I'm starting to get sick of it.
Ma, you always stick up for him. The fact is, he has always made the wrong choices when it came to women.
Oh, and you've always made the right choices when it came to relationships? Need I remind the three of you of the Yutz parade that's been through this house?
Oh, I'd love to, Barbara. Thank you.
Anything for a friend. Ciao.
Ciao.
And goodbye to you too, Barbara.
Dorothy, the masquerade ball is Friday night. You know how much it means to me. I'm counting on you to be the real end of my horse.
Rose. Wait a minute. Why is any of this your business?
He's my brother.
On your daughter.
Dorothy, I've known you, what, 60 years? Angela, I've known 85. To tell you the truth, I don't quite trust you yet.
Uncle Angelo, in the past 3 days, you have complained about everything in the apartment except the rent. Did you see it?
Well, Dorothy, to be fair, one of them was Stan.
Do I sense a tinge of envy there, Miss Going, Gone for $25.50?
You can't put a price tag on beauty, Dorothy.
Oh, sure you can.
Oh, as soon as she comes to me on her knees and begs my forgiveness.
I think she'd like that. All right. The little witch is ready to apologize for everything.
She said that?
In her own old world way, yes. Come on.
I feel so ashamed. Everything you said about me is true. I'm a loser.
You're not a loser. You just need some help.
Well, maybe you're right.
Mrs. Nyland, I think a lot of
To Miami.
Well, we've got one scheduled to leave at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Does that mean it'll actually leave at 5:30?
Welcome to Appalachian.
Oh, I don't believe this. I mean, this has to be the most depressing day of my life. First Edna McCarthy's funeral, now this.
Can be so much fun. I will never forget mine. I was the most successful person there.
What? Blanche, didn't you go to school with that brilliant doctor who won the Nobel Prize?
Oh, yes, but she let her looks go to hell.
You do sound excited, Dorothy.
Well, I am, but mostly it's about seeing Trudy again. Oh, Angelo, actually, we've all been deceitful, too. Stanley and I are divorced. I hope you're not disappointed.
No, I'm thrilled. I never liked him. He's a Yutz.
And we're not. Well, it loses a little in the translation. But The point of it is that it's human nature to want to make up. I mean, people stay angry out of habit. If we can just get Angela and Sophia to
Come to visit me at the museum. You don't see me taking out my breast in public. A lot.
I'd love to stay and argue with you, but I have to go.
Oh, Rose, we've been waiting for you. Rose.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted. You're not going to believe it. I just met my father, my natural father.
He's alive?
He's in Miami?
He's an earthling?
Now, do you think you can ever forgive me?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
I understand.
Okay, I thought about it. I forgive you.
Blanche, thank you.
Oh, what the heck? That's what friendship's all about.
I'm just telling you what she told me.
Sorry, Ma. I wasn't paying attention. I keep thinking about Rose.
Oh, just forget about her. If she doesn't want to be our roommate, that is fine with me. In fact, I'm happy she's leaving. You see how happy I am, Dorothy? You try it. Go.
If you don't mind, Blanche, I'll laugh on the inside.
Well, ladies, the flu is going around, and I'm afraid you've all got it.
I told them that 2 days ago. Tell them something new for $50.
How long is it going to last? Or 24 hours, 48?
We're talking at least a week.
Oh, really? Oh. We have to go to a banquet Saturday night. Can't you give us a pill or something?
Sorry.
Come in.
Just listen. We are throwing a surprise birthday party for Blanche. I want you to go out to the lanai and mingle with the other guests.
Check. What's a lanai?
March.
Well, you probably want to get her operational as soon as possible. After all, she's quite a showpiece. Where do I install her?
Well, actually, Lou, we're going to install her ourselves. Follow me.
Hold it. You're not serious.
Why not?
Oh, ladies, the installation of a toilet's a very delicate procedure. You gotta go to school, you gotta be...
Therefore.
You'll need both hands to pray that he gets someone to give him 40.
Bid is 35. Going once.
Oh, no.
Going twice.
Please.
40,000.
Oh, thank God.
Going once. Going twice. So.
Oh, look, girls, here comes the painting. All right, now remember, 10,000.
Okay. All we've done is fight for the last 3 weeks. What do you say we call a truce?
Okay, a truce.
Oh, hi. Hi, Tony. You know him? Know him. He's my boyfriend. That's my new roommate. Too much woman for him. His spirit was willing, but his poor heart couldn't take it.
It's all our fault. Our silly competitiveness did this.
Oh, come on, you two. The man was in his 70s. These things just happen. You had nothing to do with his heart giving out.
Dorothy, the associate producer quit. So now I am the new associate producer of the Wake Up Miami show. They even gave me a nameplate for my desk.
Harold Goldstein, associate producer.
Isn't it exciting?
Oh, congratulations, Harold. That's great.
We've already had our first meeting. I see.
Rose has got to find some new role models.
How did you know my name?
I know all your names. This house has been under surveillance.
Why are you watching our house?
It's a security measure. The president wants to stop at one house on his way to dedicate the Senior Citizen Center.
Why can't he use the Arco station like everyone else?
Are you saying Mr. President George Bush might stop here?
He wants to...
So, that's a typical date with Blanche. I mean, after you cut out all the dirty parts.
You know what the joke going around the teacher's lounge was today, Ma?
Birthday. She can't even pick out a sweater for me, much less a whole person.
Oh, I wish she felt better about us.
Well, she's just gonna have to get used to us. I'm staying around. If you let me.
Oh, I'll let you.
Rose.
Not in the kitchen. You'll dry out.
A natural blonde?
I am a natural blonde.
Right, Rose. You and Tina Turner.
Did Dorothy tell you she's gonna be a grandma?
Oh, that was a secret.
Oh, Dorothy, that's wonderful. Why didn't you tell us?
Because we're not 100% sure. I didn't talk to Kate. Ma did.
Dorothy, I know what you're going through. I smoked for years.
You smoke? Rose, that's like finding out Lassie was an alcoholic.
Lassie was an alcoholic? That explains why she always tipped to one side when she waved goodbye to Tim. Of course that's why I'm upset. I know just how you feel. It's hard losing your best buddy. You're telling me.
Good morning, Sophia. Rose, honey, you don't have time to eat. As my campaign manager, it is your duty to spend every waking hour ensuring my victory, so that once in office, I can implement the changes needed to move.
Dream.
Well, pardon me while I play the grand piano.
Guess what I found? Fernando!
That's not Fernando.
Well, what do you mean that's not Fernando? How could you tell?
All you have to do is look in his eyes.
Or the price tag stuck to his back.
Oops.
Thanks for trying, Blanche.
On a Saturday night.
Oh, all right, get in.
Listen, did you hear that sound?
Yeah, and as long as I'm in my own bed, I'll do what I want.
Ma?
Dorothy, how long have you been here?
A while.
He's not coming back, is he?
Hacienda Hut. I thought I showed the kid the town, give him some quality time. Maybe it'll make up for never teaching him how to ride a bicycle.
Stanley, how come I've never seen you at the Hacienda Hut?
I never have to stay long. I'm a chick magnet. That's why they call me Mr. Lucky.
You mean for 38 years?
Dribble on your mother's chin to lock her away forever.
She's kidding.
Homesick, that's all.
I saw another garage a couple of blocks away. Where the cars are not running. Hey, who cares? I am.
Ma, that never happened. You were not at the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
I didn't say I was at the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I said I have made arrangements for us tomorrow.
Oh, what arrangements?
Well, we're supposed to show up at the hangar at 10 o'clock in the morning for skydiving class.
What, you mean actually jump out of an airplane? Literally?
Oh, there is nothing like skydiving. I mean, soaring.
Oh, and so does Dreyfus. That's why we're taking a walk, because we both really need to go. That's not what I mean. I mean, I'll be walking, Dreyfus will be going. Okay. See you all. Come on,
Bye-bye.
Boy, I know the prescription for me. One of him every 4 hours.
Is this for me? Oh, which one?
Leave the door open. Yes, Mrs. Cleaver.
Girls. Gee, what's my diary doing here? Next to a pair of pliers. Hit it, my magnificent little songbirds.
I don't wanna take it anymore. I'll just stay here locked behind the door. Just no time to stop and get away.
I told myself that nobody listens to your stories, Rose. Quit telling them. And I swore I would never tell another story as long as I live. And then you hear something like this and you realize these stories make a difference. Oh. You know, something sort of like that happened to Hans Fliegelfleisch.
About getting married?
Yes.
Or that I'm not used to being with a beautiful woman like you?
Yes.
Or that I'm just a naive, inexperienced man?
Yes.
No. It's none of those things, Blanche. It's because
Sophia, I really appreciate you coming down here today, but maybe I better give it just one more try with Abby.
Rose, you're wasting your time.
Wait, no, just let me try. And then if you sense that I'm starting to pull back, here, just squeeze my arm. Gotcha.
Get herpes listening to this story. At what point in the evening did you finally meet George?
Well, I didn't meet George that Christmas Eve. That was the next Christmas Eve, but that was a boring story. I said I was going to tell you an exciting story.
Ladies, look, I hate to see people just rank hard.
I thought I'd give you a hand with the dessert. What's wrong, Rose?
It's not a team, Rose, it's a composer. Couldn't you pretend it was a team and make him look stupid?
Guilty?
Oh, Dorothy, good God. You were cleaning out the garage and you asked Sophia to move a sofa?
Don't start with me.
I mean, she is 84 years old and you're asking her to do the work of two men?
It was Wicker, all right?
And the lazy boy?
Blanche Lee. Now, we're getting married. And if you can't deal with that, you don't have to see us. But that means you also won't get to see your grandchild. Say what? I'm pregnant.
Greta, can I talk to you?
Feel a little flush to me.
I do.
Yeah, let me check your pulse. Ooh, it's racing. You know what? So is mine.
I beg your pardon?
You are a very attractive woman, Blanche.
I know.
Very attractive.
Now, wait a minute. What?
Welcome everybody. Merry Christmas.
I just never thought there'd be children.
I know. And what is Santa Claus doing here?
Oh, they paid these poor out-of-work guys $10, $15 to stand on street corners ringing their bells for charitable contributions.
She's leaving. I just don't know what to do.
Let me get the cheesecake and we'll talk. Oh, my God.
Blanche, what's wrong?
Here we are in the middle of a crisis, and there's no cheesecake.
Didn't we buy one yesterday?
Yes, but I found 2 gray hairs.
Blanche, you're over 50.
Up, still in his arms.
Blanche, you and Nixon?
Nixon? No. I can't even picture Nixon naked. I think he must look like one of those little dress-up dolls. Just little mounds of plastic to indicate where everything... Talk me into coming to this godforsaken place.
Oh, come off it, Blanche. We all agreed that this was where we wanted to spend our vacation.
All I wanted was a tan on my thighs. Now I'll probably end up a prisoner of the revolution. They'll rip my blouse and make me cook for the officers and spit food in my face and make fun of...
That hot plate, Sophia, we'll go to the DA. I think we've got enough evidence to get these charges dropped.
Oh, Ma, I am so proud of you. Now, honey, if you could just remember where you left the hot plate.
I used it recently. Think, Sophia, think. What's that smell?
My God. Sonny Bono, get off my lanai.
Dorothy, before I go, can I make just one more plea for your heart?
Oh, all right, Sonny, go ahead.
That was it.
Goodbye, Sonny. You have a very beautiful country, and I have enjoyed my stay here. When it comes down to it, your lives aren't really that different than ours. Except for your toilet paper. No wonder you people always look so grouchy.
Sophia, that was a very sweet thing for you to do.
Hey, Rose is a good kid, and I like her a lot. But after all is said and done, I would sell Dorothy to the gypsies to get that bedroom.
We can't kill you here because there were cameras. Now, how did this happen?
Oh, I don't know. They just said they wanted two women who loved each other and slept together.
We do not sleep together.
Yes, you did. Last month when Blanche was having her room repaired. It's not pretty.
We better go. We have reservations.
I hope he's taking you to a cold climate.
Good night. Thanks, ladies. It was a pleasure.
Nice meeting you, Harry. Have fun.
The man is a scuzzball.
We'll just have to do until Disney unveils their Dumbo line. I better grab something to eat before Eddie gets here.
Wait a minute. Why don't you just go out to eat?
There never seems to be enough time. Maybe I should look up one of my old flames.
Yeah, but not Stan. The other one.
I have some incredible news.
You've been traded to the
Bahamas with. I just met Ed at the airport. He arrested Michael for transporting marijuana from the islands. Oh, you think you know somebody.
I see. Well, Ed picking up Michael was doing his job. You picking up Ed is something I think the two of us have to discuss. Ed?
Don't push it, Rose.
Well, I have everything I need for the fishing trip. Plenty of suntan lotion and a string bikini. I don't want the fish to be the only things nibbling.
Rose, you can tell because they wear cowboy hats and drink wine spritzers and drive Volvos. Blanche, who do we see about our table?
Well, I don't know. This is the first time I've ever been here.
Well, howdy, Blanche. Blanche. Ladies.
No, I'm wrong. I think the...
Try soap and water. I have to call Miles. He must be out of his mind with worry.
Rose?
Oh, darling, we heard.
Rose, it's awful. Look, we don't have much time.
Oh, I'm so sorry about this, Miles.
Can we get this guy out of here? I don't want to be killed.
You see my teddy bear, Fernando? He's missing.
I've had him since I was 6 years old. I have to find him. I just have to.
Calm down now, honey. He's just a toy.
Fernando is not just a toy. He's a family heirloom. I've had him as long as I can remember. I don't know what I'd do without him.
Rose, now don't panic. Look, we'll find where Flipper comes to the rescue. It was only after that I picked up Rose's pamphlets and read about these magnificent creatures.
That's beautiful. Water lilies?
All right, you dolphin people, get away from the gate.
Watch it! Why can't you people see the light?
Oh, I already have a snake. I'm going with Hank Quinlan. He's a whiplash attorney. Hi, Dorothy. Rose and I are thinking about going to the movies. You want to go?
Oh, I can't tonight. No, Barbara's taking me to the experimental theater downtown.
Somebody dragged me to a show there one time. 3 men paraded around.
He's acting as though Dreyfus isn't even his name.
Of course Dreyfus is his name, right, Dreyfus? Dreyfus! Come on. Maybe we'll swing by the pet shop on the way home. Right! It's steady work, they supply the uniform, and you're married to God. At least he's home every night.
Dorothy, maybe it's time you reconsidered working at the museum with me.
Honey, come on, we've had that conversation. The only thing I know about museums is that you shouldn't eat the...
But Uncle Lucas has brought his favorite niece.
Dorothy, I
I didn't mean to intrude without calling, but I didn't sleep last night for thinking about you.
Oh, no intrusion. I was afraid that I'd never see you again.
Never see me again. I'd buy a julep for the ghost of General Grant before I'd let...
Here you go, Rose. Finish my work. Well, turn me upside down and paint... As a matter of fact, it does, you cheapskate.
You know, Ma, I remember when I was a little girl.
Oh, God.
I used to have these terrible... When I'm alone, with only dreams of you that won't come true, what'll I do? What'll I do?
Wait, just a boy I knew from my village in Sicily that I was engaged to once.
What?
Well, what do you know? Sophia has a past.
That's right, but unlike yours, I didn't need penicillin to get through it.
Ma, you never talk.
And you can smell their pipe tobacco and their maleness. And then their arm accidentally brushes against your bosoms, and the room is filled with the heat of a taboo lust.
Dorothy, would you like to stay up all night with Blanche and me and watch I Like Lucy?
I love Lucy.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know how I feel about it.
No, I'm not going to have the time. With my daughter coming tonight, we're going to spend all our time talking about the...
There. He's not picking you up? What kind of guy doesn't pick up his date?
No, we just decided to meet at L'Auberge. It's no big deal.
Oh, wait just a minute. This whole thing is a trick, isn't it? You're just trying to make us think you're going out with Dr. Kagan.
I am not lying. You're just jealous about the fact that I have a date on a Saturday night.
Hey, Tony, when one of you guys gets a chance, would you fix that sign? Seems a little high on one side.
Yeah, sure, Frank. No. I notice a lot of your students call you Frank.
You don't approve?
Oh, no, on the contrary. I think anything other than "yo teach" is an educational breakthrough.
Well, I just think that formal titles can be very...
Time?
You mean, our date is over?
Well, we went to dinner and a movie. What's left?
I never know.
I'm sorry. I'm just not ready yet. You understand?
Of course, as long as that's my only choice.
I've had a life
Oh, she means in the set.
Where's Sophia?
Oh, she and Gloria went shopping. They haven't come back yet.
Gloria seems like a lovely person.
She is a lovely person. And she's sophisticated and worldly and wealthy and has never had a pimple in her life.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Hey, Blanche, I didn't see you. Listen.
Ernie, could you freshen my drink, please?
Oh, sure, Blanche. Look.
And put some extra ice cubes in it this time.
Why didn't you have that wisdom, Phil? Why didn't you give us a chance to tell you how much we loved you?
And I'm not dressed, thank God.
Hi, Avis. Welcome home.
Hi, Harry. What brings you here today?
You called me and told me you were here. So I remember you asked me to save your mail for you while you were gone?
Yes, so I did. Thank you, Harry. You're just about the... Oh, my nose. Are you all right, honey?
Wonderful, wonderful. smart that I have a nose like Joe Frazier.
Ma, how long were you listening at the door?
I wasn't listening at the door.
Oh, then why was your face pressed against the crack?
That's what the crow said!
Get out!
I like you. I like everything about you.
Sven, you hardly know me.
I know enough. I know you're pretty.
Yes.
You're smart.
Yes.
Sexy.
Yes.
Sophisticated.
No. Sven, there's something very important you don't know.
You bet I'm talking about cupcakes. What are you talking about? Wait a minute. Have you and Miles been baking together?
Rose, I would never do that to you, I swear.
Good. Because if I ever caught Miles with another woman in my kitchen, I'm probably the most patient person you know. Go ahead, try to think of somebody else. I'll wait.
You tell me honestly, you don't think there's something lacking in this relationship?
No. I think you're a kind, generous, caring man. As far as this physical. For it, and the name is Blanche Devereaux. Why would you name a room Blanche Devereaux? Oh, it's been such a lovely day. Mr. Sunshine really gave us one of his biggest and brightest smiles. Oh, I feel like putting my arms around Mother Nature and giving her a big kiss. I fiend, especially women our age, or our bones will get brittle and we'll walk off
That's calcium, Rose. Calcium, not caffeine. This is what has been keeping you awake.
You mean if I stop drinking that, I can sleep?
You may even blink again.
Oh, I love you guys. Great, now get out. Oh, let's not fight anymore. Fine, get out. Oh, you're the best friends I've ever had. I said get out. Look at all that money. Gosh, there's thousands.
Where did this come from?
Hi, girls. How do I look?
Where are you going, all dolled up?
Al and I are taking a picnic to hear the Philharmonic in the park.
Oh, I didn't know Al was a music lover.
Oh, he isn't. He just likes to see what picnic meats are popular this season.
No.
It was a nice couple of months. I'll miss him. Think he'll remember me?
I don't know.
I'll remember him. I finished the scarf, you know.
Oh, great. Listen, next time we go to cheesecake...
For an emergency.
What kind of emergency? Nuclear war?
Depression. Oh, you'll never guess what I found.
Judge Crater.
Cookies and cream ice cream, my favorite.
Oh, wait a minute. We're eating dessert. We can't start with dessert. If we're going to have dessert, we better have something to begin with.
Yeah, anymore they say gay. They say gay if a guy can sing the entire score of Gigi. But a 6'3", 200-pound married man with kids who likes to dress up like Dorothy Lamour, I think you have to go with queer.
Ma, I don't know. I mean, he must have had some deep psychological need and cross...
Well, you can help me. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Frank.
A movie will cheer you up.
What are you seeing?
Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
You have to see 1, 2, and 3 to appreciate it.
No, Rose, it stands alone.
Hi, everybody.
Jenny!
Jenny, what are you doing home from school? And a box of Milano cookies to take home to your wife. A fact, use it as you wish. Anyway, it was love at first sight. And nobody in town could believe that this man, who had lived for 52 years with his mother, would fall head over heels in love with the town squeeze.
We can't kill you here because there are cameras. Now, how did this happen?
Oh, I don't know. They just said they wanted 2 women who loved each other and slept together.
We do not sleep together.
Yes, you did. Last month, when Blanche was having her room repainted.
As it turns out, it wasn't such a bad thing to do. The stuff tasted great, and Salvador decided to market it.
At first, it didn't move so well. Linguine with ear salve on a menu doesn't look too appetizing. But once he changed the name to pesto sauce, it moved like hotcakes.
Why could our train have left a half hour early?
Well, all the trains out of Appalachicoby leave early. That's what our town's famous for. Now, y'all may think this sounds kind of silly, but we actually printed "Our trains leave early" right on the town seal.
You have a town seal?
Yes, and yours aren't? Please, Gloria, I'm happy for your children, all except Catherine. No, she really should have taken the nose job instead of the Mustang for graduation.
This reminds me of when we were little, and you used to tell me bedtimes.
No pictures, no slides, and no walks down memory lane.
I'll come with you.
What are we, nuns? We don't have to travel in pairs. I'm out of here. Hey, Sam, what's that you're playing?
On the now? Oh, Ma, these tickets were sent out 4 months ago. You gave them the wrong address.
Oh, yeah, here it is, my old address from Sicily. 2 miles west of Palermo, underneath the old bridge. You used to live under a bridge? On it, men, sex. All I do is listen to your sexual problems. How about my sexual problems?
Ma, what is your sexual problem?
I don't get any. And I read in a magazine where a woman is at a sexual peak at 83.
Sophia, I read that same article, honey. It was 33.
Always wanted to go to the Holy Land. She had just bought the ticket. Now she's dead.
Hi. What a day.
Oh, you too?
You know Roger Barton, the man who works in the cubicle next to me? He doesn't like me. Everybody's always liked me.
Crowd gasp when they lift up the sheet and see me there.
I'd think you'd be used to that by now, Brad.
Hi, girls. Some party, isn't it? What are you so cheerful about? Well, why shouldn't I be?
Well, for starters, any minute now, this entire room full of people could be looking at a statue of your...
Caller in the middle of the afternoon.
Oh, he's not a gentleman caller. He's a veterinarian. He was here to see Baby.
Oh, how is Baby, Doc?
I read in Newsweek they ran him out of Haiti.
How is Baby?
Not very well, I'm afraid. I don't think he has much time left.
Good morning, Maria.
Good morning, Mrs. Petrillo. Did you have trouble sleeping?
No, why?
Well, last night I woke up and you were sitting on a chair in my room.
Oh, yeah. Well, where I used to live, the bathroom was across the hall.
Prepared for death.
For somebody else's death, I have a stunning black dress.
Well, if I thought about it, you know, the fact that I will die, then how can I take seriously most of the things I take seriously?
Like
eating, for example.
Mrs. Petrillo, you're under arrest.
Well, all's well that ends well. Huh? It's the title of a Shakespeare play.
Well, Rose, nothing is well and nothing has ended.
Hi there.
Ma, what's the matter?
Everyone is fine. No one died. The home burnt down.
My God, are you all right? How'd you get here?
I hitched.
Ma.
A cab. I took a cab.
Well, you should have called.
I'm perfectly capable of managing by myself.
Ma.
I forgot this. I don't want to go. Don't make me go, please.
Ma, you always loved it when we did things together. Why the sudden change?
Don't look at me. Rose is the one going through the change.
Well, that would explain the puffiness.
I need some coffee.
Oh, I'd love a cup, Sophia.
Me too.
Well, she's not getting mine.
She's not out of monkey stand. She's out of money. Come on, let's go.
Out of money, is she? Well, how ironic. You're broke and I have all the money I want. Not to mention my self-respect.
Which I generally get applause.
Our next contestant is a family counselor. She originally hails from St. Olaf, Minnesota, where she was voted the girl most likely to get stuck in a tuba. Welcome, Rose Nyland.
And I would say I always looked up to you like an older sister.
Thank you, Blanche. Oh, and I forgot one thing. I would also say you're fat.
Back in Brooklyn, Ebbets Field. Remember those warm summer nights, sitting in the bleachers, eating hot dogs, rooting for the Dodgers and kissing passionately between innings?
Stanley, you never took me to Ebbets Field.
No?
No!
Tom, I came up a winner. Things have changed.
Hey, Stan, I'm her legal guardian. We'll take the car.
Stanley, I think you'd better leave.
I thought I could make up for some of the mistakes, but I was wrong. You won't let me. You have an image of what a Stan Zbornak is, and no matter how he's changed, you'll never see a new man. Don't worry. Won't bother you with any gifts anymore.
No wonder I'm up in the middle of the night working my way through the cheese keeper. Thank God I don't have the thighs of a normal woman. I tried to talk her out of it. She says she has thought it through and there is no change in her mind.
Well, it might not be so. But I still wanted it to be just mine, you know, and I was afraid that you might take that part away. And I was feeling jealous and lonely and God knows what else.
Magenta.
Excuse me?
Magenta. That's what I call it.
You know it's right here in my pocket.
I'm ready to wear the ring.
It's right here in my pocket. Rose, it's right here in my pocket. Oh, Sophia.
It's 5,000, Rose. Decimal points don't have 6 legs.
More than 10% of it thanks to Dorothy here.
Who's keeping score? What's important is that we made a lot of money. I mean, together we made a They were fighting over me.
Maybe subconsciously you were trying to block my marriage because you liked me living here.
Okay.
And Sophia, maybe you wanted to tell me about Miles and Dorothy kissing because you're just a mean old woman like the paper boy said.